We got the fear of being ugly. Every man and lady's worst nightmare. Huh. It's really dudes though, because dudes are the ones that gotta go up.
People fear it. I think it's safe to say that nobody wants to be chopped. We want to look good. We want to look presentable. That's a pretty normal thing to think about. But it gets to a point. Some people nowadays are really obsessed with how they look. And the obsession gets so bad for some people to the point where they will go to these looks maxing forums to find sauce on how to
Oh yeah, careful on that looks maxing stuff. Please and thank you. It can ruin your life.
improve their looks. On paper, that doesn't sound bad, right? Until you realize they're hitting their face with a hammer. Like, what the? Like, the idea of looks maxing is good in nature. Like, everybody wants to improve their looks. But I feel like in this era of social media, some people will do the most just to not get called chopped. So this year
Yeah,
looks
it's like you gotta do the extreme. Like, why am I blasting my face with a hammer just to look good for like some 7 out of 10 Instagram model? Like, come on, man.
maxing is mainstream again. There's been streamers out there pushing this idea of looks maxing. One in particular is this guy called Clavicular. Now, I've never watched Clavicular in my life, so I went digging on TikTok to try to find some clips. And I found a couple clips from him that genuinely have to be the worst advice I've ever seen.
Basically, what I did was, for 3 days, I spammed a combination of Adderall,
Oh my.
appetite suppression, and I literally went on a 3-day fast, and stayed awake the entire time.
Huh? I must be hearing things wrong
Oof.
because there's no way this dude said that with a straight face. And I don't know if he's just promoting these ideas because apparently this is being clipped up as a lean maxing hack. How is this a hack? Instead of putting in the hard work and not taking shortcuts, let me just buy crystal and get addicted to it and just blow $1,000.
Hold on.
My mom used to come in my room and go through all the drawers and take any object that I had been bone smashing with. So that was like pretty cringe.
Ah, no, man, not the bone smashing hammer, bro. Come on. This has to be a clip farm. There's no way this dude is serious. Even if it is a clip farm, there's probably people out there who are seriously, quote unquote, bone smashing. And I know this is a no shit to everybody watching the video, but I have to give a disclaimer. Otherwise, YouTube's gonna be on my ass. Do not do the shit that he mentioned. And not only are there these dangerous ass methods in the looks maxing community, there is also a ton of language that they use that just makes absolutely no sense to anybody.
Look, bro. See, anything on social media, you gotta be careful, bro. People just be hating just to hate. Like, there's a thing called the no post theory. If somebody tells you to do something and they don't have a single post up of them, they're a bot, an NPC. Do not listen to them. Please. Don't. For your safety. Shoot.
Like, what
They don't got no post up for a reason. Remember that.
the hell does jester gooning even mean? But apparently that is a word that some of them use. And if I were to go up to somebody right now that was a looks maxer, they'd be like, yo, bro, you kind of need to ascend right now. You're a low tier normie, bro. Get your Ramus in check. You got a recess maxilla going on. Get some hunter eyes and you'll be good. Like, this is really that terminally online type of language. Like, who has the time to learn all this? All right, look, I know I just said them, but listen, I don't even know what the hell any of them mean. Now, in some cases, when people visit these forums, after they're done, they have to change their looks so much to the point where they decide to get surgery. Like, I've heard of the most ridiculous surgeries ever. Like, there's this height surgery where apparently they stick a metal rod in your leg
Nah,
or something and
I
it
heard of
just
that.
extends. I don't know what would happen to you later in life, but that can't be good. Even if I was like 5'1", bro, I'm not getting that damn surgery. It would be an arm and a leg. It's not worth it. A surgery that people are getting a lot is Botox, and I guess people now in their 20s are getting Botox more than ever because they're afraid of aging. Everybody wants to look as young as possible. And especially with people saying that Gen Z is aging faster, a lot of people are going to want to take extra precaution to make sure that they don't look like they're 40 and they're like 25. But I feel like sometimes people are doing way too much in this particular situation. Even me sometimes. Like, I'm dead ass using like an anti-wrinkled serum. But of course, speaking of aging, there is a time that comes in every man's life. Okay, not every man's life, but some men. The fear of balding. And unfortunately for some men out there, their fate is sealed. They got to do everything in their power to keep their hair. You got the classic trip to Turkey surgery. You know how it is. Sometimes when that hairline gets so fucked up, it's time for the turkey trip. That turkey trip's low-key creeping up on me. The corners are fading. Okay, I'm just trolling. Nah, I'm not going to Turkey, bro. Maybe I'll do
Shoot, you better knock on wood, boy.
like fucking minoxidil or something. I gotta know when it's time to step in and save my hairline. This one has been hitting me like crazy lately because apparently every time I scroll, I'm always seeing a new solution to fix balding. I don't know if they're trying to tell me, listen, buddy, you're on track to look like Mr. Clean in about 7 years. You gotta get going. Or it could just be a coincidence. When I start losing hair, like when I wash my hair, when I brush my hair, I start panicking a little. I might be tweaking about it a little bit too much. I can't lie. But I think everybody can agree when I say we want to keep our hair. So it feels like every time I'm losing hair, I gotta play defense to keep it. And sometimes I feel like I'm playing James Harden level defense. Like it's just not good. Because oftentimes when I see somebody online that's bald, that ends up being the center of the video. That's the whole focus. I saw this video. It was like this guy at a concert. The person in front of him was balding, right? He was showing the concert, right? But this was the main focus of the video because that's what everybody was commenting about.
That bit look like the galaxy, don't it? Hey, that John look like that young boy, that dude with that money spread. That's what that remind me of.
And I'm not gonna lie, these comments are a little bit funny, but I feel bad for this dude because that could be me. It could just happen so suddenly one day. And that brings me to my next point. If people are quote unquote chopped online, they're always getting cooked for it. Take the streamer Young Dabo, for example. A ton of people in his chat are saying he's chopped, and that's like a whole running joke on his channel. But I feel like it's just not a joke anymore when somebody actually says it to him in real life.
I ain't gonna lie, you chopped. You more chopper than me, you big back ass, ugly ass, stupid ass bitch.
Yo, this is real life. Like all jokes aside, this is real life. Come on now. Like he can physically harm you. You know that, right? He's not behind the camera streaming. I'm just letting you know.
That fat ass nose.
Dang.
Who on my take it outside with me on my granny.
Yeah, it's one thing to call him chopped in his chat, but it's another to threaten to fight him because you don't like his streams or whatever. Most people like to have some sense of privacy when they're creating content. They may show their face online, get recognized occasionally, whatever. But I feel like it just crosses a line when you meet a hater IRL. But not only is it streamers, but it's just random people on Instagram Reels. And in a lot of cases, bro, sometimes, man, they just get too ruthless. There was this kid on Instagram Reels, like he makes like those yapping videos, and this dude literally got cooked in the comment section just for existing. Like a top comment that's on all his videos is God just be making people. Like at this point,
Yo, that's messed up. That's messed up.
bro, they're just fucking frying this kid for no reason. Now I get a lot of yapping type of videos on my feed, so I eventually got this video on my feed, and I didn't even have to second guess it, bro. I knew the moment I opened the comments, it was gonna be on that type of timing. That's just how Instagram Reels is and will always be. And now since people are seeing like how ruthless people can be online in the comments and whatnot, that's why people are afraid of quote unquote being chopped. So people on an extreme level will do shit like looks maxing, the surgeries, like I talked about at the beginning of the video. And another thing that people get made fun of a lot for looks wise is being fat. Now, unfortunately, this is coming from firsthand experience. There's times in my life where I was made fun of for being fat. And you know what? It did give me some character development. I can't even lie. In the 3rd grade, I was eating a lot of McDonald's, Oreo Cakesters, whatever. I was just eating pure bullshit garbage. I don't think I ate a single thing that was considered healthy. As I got older, I started exercising more and eating better, and eventually I lost the weight. But now a solution that a ton of people are turning to is Ozempic. Now Ozempic, you probably know what it is at this point. You could just take it, you get skinnier without having to go to the gym, diet, or anything like that. And recently there's been a lot of celebrities on Ozempic and promoting it. And now in my personal opinion, I feel like you shouldn't use it unless you're in like a life-threatening situation. And I've heard that when you take Ozempic, you lose weight, but you also lose muscle mass. And of course, since Ozempic is new, no one really knows what the long-term repercussions are. And also, if you're eating like absolute garbage, like you're eating like third grade meat, you're gonna have to continuously take it if you want to lose weight. Otherwise, it's just not gonna happen. If you're eating like garbage, it's gonna come right back. So me personally, I don't really understand this whole Ozempic wave, and I don't know what the hype is. When Ozempic first came out, I thought it was only for emergencies, like when your weight was life-threatening. But I guess not, bro. Some people out there really want to quote-unquote not be chopped and lose like, I don't know, 5 pounds with Ozempic. Like, come on, bro. It's not that serious. Now, what is the reason people are doing all this? All the looks maxing, all the Ozempic taking, whatever it is. Some people now have higher standards. Like, there are people out there that say if you dead ass don't look like Patrick Bateman or one of these other looks maxers, you're just fried. Yeah, bro, that's just not the case. People's perception of who is good looking has changed a lot because of social media. Years ago, people didn't really like nitpick it as much. But now, bro, if you hop on camera and your nose is like a little bit big, that's it. That's the entire comment section. Nobody's gonna talk about the actual video. It's just in one ear, out the other. Everyone's just focused on your nose. And not only do people have higher standards with just like looks in general, but also dating. There's also dudes that will sit there and say, yeah, bro, I want a 5'5" Latino baddie. And they'll go on and on about how she has to look perfect. And they look like fucking bubble bath. Like, how about we start there? You got some work to do, bro. I get it. You know, everybody wants someone that they're attracted to. I'm not gonna hate on that, obviously. But you really gotta work on yourself, too. And of course, this high standards thing happens for both men and women. And I'm not saying that, oh, dating's cooked and it's over. It's not, all right? All we can really do is just keep bettering ourselves and just keep moving forward. And obviously, not everybody is like this either. Only like a small percentage of people have these ridiculously high standards. If you enjoyed this video, you'll like this.
That was a funny video. It was real. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we out.